Always tracking. WTVA 9 News begins with the Severe Weather Authority.
At 11:50, I'm Chief Meteorologist Chelsea Simmons, and we are continuing to track this winter storm as it moves in and really seeing some major impacts through our far north and western counties. Now, looking on Storm Track Doppler radar right now, a lot of that heavier freezing rain, sleet moving back into the Tupelo area. As you can see, those pink colors. Still a little bit of that lighter area, Eupora, Ackerman, down towards Louisville. But some places that have seen this fairly consistent with that ice mix is going to be from Oxford, Ripley, Boonville, up towards Corinth. We've seen that and seen a lot of roads very icy, also close to the New Albany area. That's been pretty consistent this morning. Now, some of those southern counties actually right above freezing, so you can see that green mixed close with that pink. Seeing some rain, cold rain, freezing rain for a few spots mixed here and there. Temperatures for a lot of us below freezing. Tupelo sits at 27 degrees and Columbus only around 33 degrees. Now, we're still warm, really South Monroe County out to our southeast, right above freezing. That's not warm. It's still very cold out there, but at that point, you're just going to be seeing that cold rain. Now, if you are planning on heading out, there's still a few folks that have sent us pictures on those roads. This is a live look in Oxford. Well, live until it froze, but we're seeing freezing conditions there on the roads. We are seeing tire tracks there, so it may look like it is okay to drive on, but you definitely do not want to drive on that because even in those tire tracks, it's compacted ice. And temperatures are 23 degrees, so this is far from melting. It's also breezy. As you can see, a little bit of movement on that MDOT traffic camera. Now, a lot of cameras in Tupelo have that glaze of ice over the camera lens, but kind of peeking through right there. Along Veterans 22, that overpass, that bridge, very icy. We've seen a lot of that across the northern half of the state, and you can actually go to MDOT Traffic's website. All those blue highlighted counties reporting overpasses, bridges frozen. And we're also seeing a lot of impacts with traffic along 22, New Albany. Earlier, there was a wreck along 22, also one close to Tupelo, Veterans 22 area. So if you do not have to get out on those roads, stay at home, stay warm. This is going to continue through the day and really pick up as we're heading into your evening, overnight, with that potential for some thunder ice storms. That's where it's coming down heavier and that accumulation racks up. Now, I do want to take a look at some of those viewer pictures. This first one coming in from Ripley early this morning. See, that's before the sun comes up. And this is actually a video, so if I can kind of get it to play, maybe, you can see how icy those roads are. This next one from Union County, and you can see basically just a full sheet of ice there along the roads. That's close to the East Union area. Now, let me step out the way. Alcorn County. This was hours ago, and it hasn't stopped yet. Just complete sheets of ice. I believe that's along 72 from MHP. Now, this picture right here from Prentiss County, and you can see where folks have tried to drive through this. Again, that is very dangerous. If you do not have to get out, stay at home. But we know first responders, medical, nurses, hospital workers still have to go into work. So please be safe if you are having to get out. This picture from Oxford, still hours ago. A lot of these were sent in really right as this started. You can still kind of see the curve of that roundabout right there, but completely just a sheet of ice. Now, this picture from Boonville, and I'm going to zoom in on that, and you can hardly see where the road stops, where that driveway across the street from this viewer's picture starts. So definitely make sure you are staying safe, staying careful, and that's that wreck from New Albany there, where an 18-wheeler jackknifed. Very slick road conditions, and it has just gotten worse since this picture. We've had other viewer pictures from Highway Patrol, send those in. Places northwest of the Natchez Tracer, almost undrivable. This is from Yalobusha County, and you can see just covered sheet of ice. It's pretty much the same way across most of the area. So if you do have to get out, just make sure you are staying extra careful. Now, looking at what is going to happen over those next few hours, we will still continue to see freezing precipitation. Temperatures in Tupelo by 1, 2 o'clock, still below freezing. You can see that freeze line is right close from Hamilton, Alabama, down towards Eupora. So south and east of there, just a cold rain. But Oxford, Corinth, stay into the 20s. Now Tupelo, we could get to around 32 degrees. So some of this could start to melt, but think of an ice cube. You take it out of the freezer, inside your home, maybe put it on the counter. It's not going to automatically melt. It takes time. So most likely a lot of things staying freezing because we're not above freezing long. Even in Tupelo, doesn't look to warm up any higher than 32. Now there are some spots, Macon, Caledonia, that may make it to around 35, 36 degrees, but late into the evening, it looks like we start to see some thunderstorms moving in, and that's going to make that ice come down even heavier. That sticks around through the overnight. Early Sunday morning, we're still seeing a lot of those deeper red colors where we have that rain. Now where we see ice, it's just different shades of pink, so it's harder to see where it's coming down quicker. But temperatures in Tupelo, they're 2 a.m., 29 degrees. So even though that shows rainfall as the precipitation type, that is going to be frozen rainfall. Now, as you're heading through your Sunday morning, we're still seeing widespread precipitation. So stay home, stay where it's warm. This will start to move out closer to your early afternoon. So almost consistent through the overnight, tomorrow morning, midday. Most of it is going to be cleared out looking towards 2 o'clock for the afternoon. Maybe still some flurries, maybe on the backside of that, a little bit of sleet. But as we're pushing closer to next week, we have extremely cold conditions. So looking at how much ice we actually could see, really northwest of the Natchez Trace from Boonville, Oxford down towards Coffeyville, over an inch of ice. Some models predicting closer to 2 inches of ice. But that gradient really from Tupelo to Aberdeen, almost none in south and eastern parts of Monroe County and outside of our area. So if you are going to be really in southeast counties, most of it just that cold rain. But it's really as temperatures drop where we could see that chance of still more bridges, overpasses freezing over as we get that hard freeze next week. Taking a look at power outages, we're still good right now. Not tracking a lot of those in our area. We're continuing to monitor that because with higher ice accumulation, we have that potential to see widespread power outages. And with the extreme cold, we definitely don't want that. Extreme cold warnings through all of our Mississippi counties extend into next week. So know those different signs of hypothermia, confusion, shivering, difficulty speaking, but maybe if you're a little bit more tired, your muscles are stiff. Stay warm, stay safe if you are going to be heading out. The next couple of days, we hover right about freezing for those highs. And then that cold air really settles in with those morning temperatures in the teens, single digits out there for some. We're starting to dry out Sunday afternoon, but whatever is out there, whatever is still frozen, is not going anywhere. Tuesday afternoon gets to around 34, so that will start to melt somewhat. But overall, it is still going to be icy through the rest of today for most of us and through most of your Sunday. So once again, stay careful, stay safe. If you have those viewer pictures, send that in to us. That helps us know what is going on exactly where. Now, we will be continuing coverage on social media through the day, cutting in through the day, and our next actual newscast is at 6 o'clock tonight. But stay warm and stay safe.